From massive skyscrapers
Mhm.
to those little cozy homes. Nature's always kind of been the inspiration for how we build things.
Mhm.
But what if we could actually take that inspiration further
Yeah.
and build with nature,
Right.
like in a totally new way?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're diving into today, the world of Strong by Form and the 3D Experience Lab.
It's really cool how they're like bringing together this super advanced tech with like the classic beauty of wood, you know?
Right. It's like they're saying, hey, we can make buildings as strong as steel,
Yeah.
but we're going to use wood as the main ingredient.
It's amazing.
Like, how is that even possible?
Well, it all begins with their Woodflow technology.
Yeah.
Like composite materials,
Yeah.
like what you find in like race cars.
Carbon fiber.
Yeah, carbon fiber or fiberglass in boats.
Mm-hmm.
They basically combine different materials to make something way stronger and lighter
Oh,
than if you just use those materials on their own. And Strong My Form is taking that same idea
okay.
and using it with engineered wood.
So they're like making
Mhm.
superwood?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They're making wood even stronger
Wow.
by like strategically adding other materials. But what's really impressive is how they're using the 3D Experience platform
Cool.
from Dassault Systems to do all this. It's not just about the material itself, it's about the whole design and manufacturing process.
So it's like they have this virtual lab where they can test out all these wild ideas
Yes.
before they even start cutting any wood.
Exactly. With this platform, they can simulate different designs, materials, and even like different weather conditions
Oh, huh.
to optimize like every single part of the building process. It's a total game changer, especially for a company like Strong by Form that's really pushing the limits of sustainable construction.
Yeah, now I'm starting to see why this collaboration with the 3D Experience Lab is so important for them.
Hmm.
It's not even just about the money. It's about having access to all these tools and experts
Definitely.
that a startup normally wouldn't be able to afford.
Think of it like an innovation accelerator. They're surrounded by like the best of the best in material science engineering design. It's like a whole team of geniuses dedicated to helping them succeed. This kind of collaborative environment is super important because they're not just trying to build a better product. They're trying to change the way we think about construction as a whole.
See, that's what really gets me. It's not just about fancy technology. It's about facing these massive problems we have, like climate change and running out of resources.
Right.
Can you talk more about how Strong by Form is tackling these issues?
Well, one of their biggest impacts is on sustainability. The construction industry is a huge contributor to carbon emissions,
Mm-hmm.
but Strong by Form is trying to change that. By using sustainably sourced wood and optimizing their whole process, they're seriously reducing the carbon footprint of their buildings.
So they're not just building with wood, they're building responsibly.
Exactly. They're thinking about the building's entire life,
Oh, wow.
from where they get the materials to how energy efficient the final structure is.
Mhm.
And the 3D Experience platform helps them track and measure all of this.
Okay.
So they know they're meeting the highest sustainability standards.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So they're using technology to not only build stronger, but to build better for the planet.
Exactly. But the good stuff doesn't stop with environmental sustainability.
Hmm.
They're also focused on creating economic opportunities
Okay.
by using locally sourced wood and supporting local manufacturing.
Mm.
This means more jobs and a boost for regional economies.
So it's a win-win.
Hmm.
Good for the environment and good for local communities.
Ah.
But let's be real. Sometimes these eco-friendly solutions can be,
Yeah,
well, let's just say, a little boring to look at.
I know what you mean.
Right.
But that's where Strong by Form really stands out. They're showing that sustainable buildings don't have to be ugly.
Okay.
In fact, their technology actually lets architects get super creative.
Really?
Think curved walls, complex shapes, organic forms, things you couldn't easily do with traditional wood construction.
Wait, so they're making sustainable buildings that are actually beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm starting to see why people are so excited about this company.
it's a game changer in a lot of ways. They're combining the warmth and beauty of wood with the strength and flexibility of advanced materials. It's a whole new era for architecture where sustainability and good design go hand in hand.
Okay. I am officially intrigued.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked a lot about their innovative approach,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm curious about the details. How does this Woodflow technology actually work?
Well, to understand that, we need to look closer at how they're merging wood with those composite materials.
Okay.
It's pretty fascinating stuff.
Cool. Let's dive in. So they're like weaving wood and other materials together.
Yeah.
at like a microscopic level.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It is. And what's really cool is that they can like adjust the recipe of the material depending on what they need.
Oh, wow.
So like if you need something super strong for a beam,
Okay.
they can change up the composite mix to handle all that weight.
Yeah.
But if you want something flexible for a curved wall,
Hmm.
they can tweak it for that too.
So it's like giving wood a superpower upgrade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where the 3D Experience platform is essential. It's not just about designing the material, it's about simulating how it will act in real-life situations.
Right.
They can actually make virtual models of entire buildings,
Wow.
testing out different designs and loads to make sure everything is structurally sound.
So they're basically building the building in a virtual world
Yes.
before they ever build it in the real world.
Exactly. And this level of simulation is a game changer for sustainable construction. They can use the platform to use less material, reduce waste, and even check the building's energy efficiency before they even break ground.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like they're taking out all the guesswork from construction. But I'm curious, how does this collaboration with the 3D Experience Lab actually work?
Well-
Like, are they just emailing back and forth?
Oh, no, it's way more dynamic than that. The 3D Experience Lab is like this hub for innovation. Strong by Form has access to a global network of experts who can help them through the whole process.
So it's a true partnership,
Yeah.
not just like a one-time grant or something.
Exactly. They're working directly with engineers, designers, and sustainability experts from Dassault Systems and other partner organizations. This kind of collaboration lets them tap into a huge amount of knowledge and experience.
It sounds like they have a whole team of innovation superheroes.
Well,
But with all this high-tech stuff, it's easy to forget that wood is still the core of what they do.
right.
How are they making sure that the natural beauty of wood is still there in the final product?
That's a great question, and it's something Strong by Form is very aware of. They're not just using wood as a structural element, they're showing off its beauty too.
Yeah.
The 3D Experience platform lets them play around with different finishes, textures, and even different types of wood to get the look and feel they want.
So they're like artists using wood as their medium.
Exactly. They know that a building is more than just a structure, it's an experience. And they're using technology to make that experience better,
Yeah.
creating spaces that are both functional and beautiful.
I'm starting to imagine cities full of these stunning, sustainable wooden buildings.
Uh-huh.
It's so different from the concrete jungles we see everywhere now.
It's a vision that's catching on. More and more architects and developers are realizing how great wood can be as a building material for the 21st century.
Right.
And Strong by Form is leading the way, showing everyone that wood can be both beautiful and sustainable.
But I'm sure there are still some hurdles to overcome.
Yeah.
We've all heard about wood's durability, fire resistance, and things like pests.
Yeah.
How are they addressing those concerns?
Those are definitely valid concerns, but Strong by Form is tackling them head on. They're not using just any old wood.
Oh.
They're using engineered wood products that are made to be strong and durable.
So this isn't like your grandpa's log cabin.
Nope, not even close.
Okay.
These are high-tech materials that have been tested and tested to meet all the building codes and safety standards. And with the 3D Experience platform, they can simulate all kinds of crazy situations,
Yeah.
like fires, earthquakes, and extreme weather, just to make sure their buildings can handle anything.
So they're building strong, they're building beautiful, and they're building safe. We've talked about the technology and sustainability, but I'm also curious about the human side of things.
Yeah,
What's it like to work with this material?
right.
How do architects and builders feel about it?
That's a really interesting question, and it brings up another great thing about Strong by Form's approach. Their focus on collaboration and sharing knowledge. They're not just selling a product,
Yeah.
they're building a community.
So it's not just like, here are the blueprints, go build it. It's more like, let's work together to make something really cool.
Exactly. They're doing workshops sharing what they know,
Mm-hmm.
and even working with design schools to teach the next generation of architects and builders.
That's great.
They get it.
Mm.
For this technology to really change the industry,
Yeah.
people need to know how to use it.
Right. Let's take a step back for a second and think big picture.
Okay.
What if companies like Strong by Form actually make it big?
Mm.
How could that change our cities and how we live?
It's exciting to imagine walking down a street with buildings that like blend in with nature,
Wow.
built with sustainable materials that are good for people and the planet.
Yeah.
Cities could be greener, healthier, and more resilient.
That's so different from those concrete jungles you see everywhere.
Right.
I love the idea of having more nature in our cities.
And it's not just about how it looks. Imagine buildings that are designed to save energy. Using natural ventilation and smart heating and cooling systems,
Yeah.
we could really cut down on using fossil fuels and create a cleaner, more sustainable future.
So it's not just about the buildings. It's about a whole new way of living.
Exactly. Strong by Form is showing that sustainability isn't just a trendy word.
Hmm.
It's a core design principle that can be part of every building we make. And as more people start using their technology,
Yeah.
it could inspire the whole construction industry to go green.
Like planting a seed that grows into a whole forest of change.
I like that.
But let's be real. There are always challenges when you try to use new technology. What kind of obstacles might Strong by Form face as they try to grow?
One big one is just changing people's minds.
Right.
The construction industry can be slow to try new things.
Yeah.
So Strong by Form will need to keep showing people why their approach is so good.
So they're not just building structures, they're building trust.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that takes time. Another challenge is making sure they have enough sustainably sourced wood.
Okay.
They'll need to work closely with forestry companies to make sure they're getting their wood in a way that's good for the environment and fair to everyone.
So strong relationships are just as important as strong buildings.
Definitely. And then there's the challenge of producing more while keeping things high quality and affordable.
Yeah. Makes sense.
As demand goes up, they'll need to figure out how to make their process more efficient and make sure their technology is accessible to everyone.
It's a tough balancing act.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What are their chances of success?
I'm hopeful. They have a great foundation with their innovative technology, commitment to sustainability and collaborative approach. And maybe most importantly, they have this vision for a better future that really connects with people.
That's what I find so inspiring about them. They're not just chasing profits, they're trying to make a real difference.
Exactly. And that passion is contagious. It makes other people believe that we can build a better world one sustainable building at a time.
Well, this has been a really eye-opening look into Strong by Form and their amazing work with the 3D Experience Lab. Thanks for taking us through this fascinating story.
It's been my pleasure. I always love learning about companies that are pushing the limits of innovation and sustainability.
And for our listeners who want to know more, we'll have links to Strong by Form and the 3D Experience Lab in the show notes. It's definitely worth checking out. And until next time, keep asking questions, keep learning, and keep believing in the power of innovation to create a better future.